Okay, we're back in open session. Okay, we have one action item. Do I have a motion to define non-resident matter of residency of student, NOB 44-P1, that the report of the hearing officer, that the objection of the enrolling adult child student be determined by this board to be non-residents for the entire 2024-2025 school year. Yes.
Second.
Roll call. Aye.
Anderson.
All right, do I need? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Sitting in the outer chairs for the rest of the meeting. Just find the most comfortable. Yeah, yeah. Kevin, going on. How far we go? Yes. I still don't get the baby for that one. So, oh, this is what made me. Today, I was crying. Last night, mommy goes, tomorrow's Tuesday. I go to Mimi Papa's house. And my wife works from home, but it's play with Papa, play with Papa. Oh, so.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Like, so that's, I will sit in my, or sitting on the couch doing her work. Come on, after, she got to go to grandma first. You can get out of there, just get in front of me. Start standing on my chest, to stand on my head. Then you gotta catch 2.5. Daughter 6. Yeah. Son of one? No. It was already 4 or 5. I was just going Andy. Tyler told us deals in the regional manager down selling my birthday. Security. If I can make it up with this bit. You got a school property and there's some of that. So, the whole purpose of the seminar was that's their keynote. Although he doesn't show video of himself. Oh, so
Good evening. If I could have everybody take a seat. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Dr. Denise Wilcox, the Superintendent of Beach Park School District 3. I also want to introduce Dr. Jesse Rodriguez, who is the Superintendent in Zion-Benton Township High School District 126. Dr. Julius Lawson, the Superintendent in Zion Elementary School District 6. And Mr. Jeff Hartley, who is the Superintendent in Winthrop Harbor District. I would also personally like to thank all 4 of our students for the members that are here tonight. We're originally going to do this as a joint board meeting, but we decided that it was to just present the state of each of our districts with our boards here, with the community here. So we appreciate everyone that's in attendance. We have a lot of students here to do presentations, so we're going to get started. So I just want to welcome everyone. I'm going to talk very briefly after our color guard comes through about what we're doing this evening. And then Dr. Rodriguez is going to end our presentation tonight with some closing remarks about what we're doing collectively as a learning community. So I'd like to invite our Zion-Benton color guard to present. Color. Alt. Right. Face. Being the vent. Colors. Everyone to rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance right, face, over, arch. A round of applause for So again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Our purpose here tonight is to share kind of the state of our entire educational learning community. Obviously, our school report cards came out in October. So if you've had an opportunity to go look at the school report cards, you'll see that each one of our districts has made improvements from last year to this year, which is a huge celebration in and of itself. That's what I want to focus on, because if it's worth doing, it's worth celebrating. Another thing that I just want to draw your attention to tonight is our 4 boards of education have been doing a lot of work collectively and collaboratively together. So we have these banners made, which talk about the 3 legacy statements all 4 of our school boards have agreed to on behalf of our school districts. This is important work. Everything great starts with the school district, and there are 4 of them in our learning community as a whole. I'm going to let each one of our superintendents celebrate the improvements that we made from last year to this year collectively as school districts. So each one of us are going to present kind of the state of learning within our own school district. And then, like I said, Dr. Rodriguez is going to end our presentation tonight with some celebrations and some more work that we have to do. So right now, I'd like to call up the Superintendent of Winthrop Harbor School District 1.
Good evening, everybody. As you know, I'm Mr. McCartney from Winthrop Harbor School District. We do have some music for you tonight. We have some students here, along with our band director, Ms. Deirdre Cook. And they're going to, I'm first going to have her introduce the students here that are going to play tonight. They'll play a couple of quick songs, and then I will go into my presentation.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure for us to perform for you tonight. I have a few of our students in 6th and 7th grade Unfortunately, we have a lot going on, as many of you are aware, between basketball games and eighth grade orientation. So we have just a few who are able to make it tonight. So playing from left to right, we have Miranda on clarinet. We have Amaya and Aubrey on flute. We have Rasheen on tenor sax, Frankie on bari sax. Travis is playing our accessory percussion site tonight, specifically triangle. And Caleb is performing on trombone for us. We'll be playing two selections for you. One is Silent Night and one is Deck the House, as it is that time of year.
Thank you, Mrs. Cook. That was an excellent job. Part of the fun part about being an administrator is you get to walk into classrooms anytime you want. You can go see a kindergarten class in 1 minute, and then 10 minutes later, you can be in the band room listening to them practicing for concerts and stuff like that. So it's just one of the neatest parts about being an educator, especially as a leader in the school, is that you get a chance to do all these things. And here we get to share a little bit of that with you tonight. So we're very honored to be here. As you're aware, we're here tonight to celebrate our academic growth and give some highlights of our districts as we move through the 2024-25 school year. The first slide that is behind me right now is a highlight of our visions and goals for our district. These include all students will succeed, provide a premier learning environment for the community, provide the services and resources for educational excellence while pursuing the most fiscally responsible avenue for taxpayers, foster community awareness and involvement in the districts, and finally, to provide a relevant curriculum, programs, and services designed and implemented with expertise to meet the needs of all learners. So that in a nutshell is the Winthrop Harbor Board's vision and goals that we continue to work on and update and change if we need to. But that is something that we've done most recently this summer. Slide 2. I would like to take this time to have my administrative team stand up. With us tonight is our elementary principal, Ms. Carrie Nottingham. And our junior high principal, Ms. Summer Pepping. As Dr. Wilcox has alluded to, tonight we're taking a look at some of our scores and how we've improved. The state breaks down categories of improvement by schools. And how they do that is basically they take the test scores, and the low end of the test scores, your school may be deemed comprehensive, which basically means that we've had multiple subgroups that scored a little bit lower than they should have. The next area is targeted, which is at least one subgroup that scores low. And then going up is commendable, meaning subgroups no longer score low. And then the very highest category is exemplary, means that they did score the highest and they are recognized by the state. So every school within the state gets one of these at their school. And as you can see, this is Westfield Elementary. Our comprehensive scores from last year went from 47.60 up to this year's 66.36, keeping Westfield Elementary as a commendable district. So great job, Mr. Nottingham. Slide 3 showcases our junior high. And it's kind of hard to see, but our junior high rating went from 62.38 from last year to 77.9 for this year. As you can see, the junior high last year was deemed a targeted school, which means some subgroups did not perform as well as we hoped. But this year we have seen growth, and that's why you see that number increase substantially. This year, our category has been in the commendable category, and I'd just like to thank Mrs. Pepping for her hard work as well. What this means as a district is that we have continued to show growth from last year in the areas of language arts and mathematics. You can see by this slide here that we have decreased the number of students in the bottom quartile, which means more students are increasing their scores and reaching the standards that are set for them. We did have a slight dip in science scores, but I'm confident that those scores will go up along with the scores that we've highlighted tonight. Another major part of our success is the decrease in chronic absenteeism. And as educators, we know that when students are in school, they are going to learn more. So that is a critical component, and I think we've seen that across the state, is that chronic absenteeism is decreasing. And that has helped our scores as well. I'm very proud of that. And finally, we have noticed also an increase of student enrollment within our district. This year, we've increased our student enrollment by 18, and since 2018, our student enrollment has increased by 35 students. The final slide talks about the needs of our district. Our district is currently dealing with space issues, especially at our elementary school. We are doubling and tripling up rooms to meet the needs of all students. With the rise in students' enrollment and an increase in students' needs, our board is putting together costs for an expansion of Westfield Elementary, and we will be discussing those costs and question at our next board meeting. Not only are we looking to expand the possibility of more classrooms at Westfield, but we are also looking to increase the size of our kitchen. We are also looking to build a new gym and then take our old gym and make that a larger library and STEM lab. The expansion would also include making our drop-off and pickup area for students much safer and creating a new entrance off 10th Street. And finally, the big one would be to bring our 5th grade back to Westfield in the elementary. Currently, right now, we have pre-K4 at Westfield and 5 through 8 at the junior high. And if we are able to move the 5th grade back down to the elementary, that'll help on spacing issues at the junior high. Winthrop Harbor School District looks forward to continued growth in academics and support from our community. And we do appreciate your participation tonight so that you can hear a little bit about what we do within each district. So I thank you for your time, and now I'd like to turn it over to Dr.
So before I get started, I just want to draw your attention. So these banners, again, legacy statements, you'll notice there are 3 words in here that are in all capital letters. As one community, 4 districts in one community. All means all. And they're all our students. Regardless of what school district they're in, they're all our students. They're all our kids. Their academic success is important to every single one of us. At this time, if I could have Ms. Mendel and her multicultural students come up, appreciate it.
in culture because it's so much fun and that I also know it could be like it could draw the community and I think we could even some dogs that do like the same trees. And
I here because I like practicing. I want to learn that to learn more cultures, more traditions, more language on that.
but and I know many community and I think it's important to not grow the community like we have because it lets us know other cultures and know like how it works and not go against this and help them face our cultures. I don't think the social life as a foreign, not as a other cultures, as each other, like one function, and if you never feel like that, and you like, so that
So I'm going to have Ms. Mendel just share with you how this after-school club came to be and what they want to do in the future.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Mendel. There's actually four of us that had this club, Miss Ana Ramos, Mary Loeza, and there's one other team here today, Julie Camphouse. And really, it came about because there were students who said they were interested in having a club where they can be a part of, where it wasn't necessarily sports, but to learn about other cultures and to learn about each other. And so actually it was student driven. They asked us if they could make a club. And so we started recruiting and currently we have a show next week with our BPAC and half of them are doing a salsa dance and the other half, they were reading multicultural Cinderella stories. They'll be doing some art. Go ahead, introduce ourselves, and then ready.
I'm Ana Ramos. I'm originally from Spain. I taught in other countries, but I'm so excited to be here in the US for the first time. Everybody has treated me so nicely here. That's why I chose the Midwest to be in. And I'm so proud to be part of this school, of this community. This is what I wanted to do. And I'm so proud as well of the staff who is always taking care of our students. And of course, proud of my kids here who are working so hard and also being part of this club and all the values that we are trying to promote and foster here. So I'm gonna pass it on to Isaiah. You can say hello. Hello. Anything else you can say?
My name is Ashley William and I'm in sixth grade. My name is Julia Rodriguez and I'm in sixth grade.
My name is Kevin. I'm in eighth.
My name is Madai and I'm in sixth grade. My name is Daniela, I'm in sixth grade. My name is Alice and I'm in sixth grade. Mi nombre es Rafaela y voy en sexto. Mi nombre es Carla y voy en sexto. My name is Ruby. I'm in eighth. My name is Natalia and I'm in seventh. My name is Lisa and I'm in eighth. Hi, my name is Axel and I'm in sixth grade.
Miss Oscar, eighth grade.
Thank you so much. I think one of the greatest celebrations of our entire learning community is our diversity, and that only speaks volumes to our students who requested to have a multicultural club. Very interested in learning about each other's culture. All right. So as far as index scores go, BPMS, Beach Park Middle School, the building we're in right now. For the last year, we spent time working on creating a new mission, vision, and core values for our school district, as well as the portrait of a learner. This was extremely important work for us to be able to set the stage for learning for the future for our students. And that's going to lead into our state of education right now. So at Beach Park Middle School, our index score, so Beach Park Middle School, for as long as the state has given designations, has never been rated higher than comprehensive. And this is the first time ever that Beach Park Middle School moved in only 1 year from comprehensive to commendable, which is huge. And as you can see, I know it's hard to see, but they more than doubled or overall, which is again just a huge accomplishment. So Ms. Meek is here, the principal of Beach Park Middle School. Rainbow is here, who's one of the assistant principals. They've done a ton of work on behalf of our students to get them where they need to be. Our second school that was rated as comprehensive last year also moved from comprehensive to commendable in 1 year, and more than doubled their overall index score as well. Is Mr. Anderson here? Principal of the building is Mr. Anderson. I believe he had a family event tonight. Some highlights from our school district. So grade level proficiency is something that I've focused a great deal of attention on, and it's what I want our district to improve in the most. But growth comes first, proficiency comes with growth. Our growth this year, it increases every single year. Our grade level proficiency, the biggest celebration I had is our ELA proficiency across the district went up by 10%. So 10% more students were grade level proficient in reading and writing from last year to this year, and that's a huge celebration. In math proficiency only went up by 1%, but if you look across the state, math scores have suffered greatly. This is going to be a state issue that they're going to start looking at addressing. Science proficiency has increased in all areas. Chronic absenteeism went down by 5% district-wide, and then our enrollment just continues to fluctuate up and down. So for the future, and things that our district needs to focus our attention on. As part of the new strategic plan, vision, mission, core values, portrait of a learner, our overarching goal is to eventually have all 5 of our schools named as National Blue Ribbon Schools of Excellence by the federal government. That is something I've been talking a great deal about, something I've been working with all of our building principals on. it's something to look at for the future. Another focus area will be on academic improvements and provide opportunities for students to learn, lead, succeed in all schools and within our community as a whole, which is extremely important to me. Every community is based on the foundation of their schools. We're going to focus on the action steps that we created for the strategic plan, allow more opportunities to increase elective teacher efficacy. The more teachers work together, the better the outcomes for our kids, and the more increase we'll see in academics. And last but not least, we need to really work on increasing student voice opportunities, improving overall learning experience for every student in our district. I've started that work by having a superintendent advisory committee. We have students that are on that who have done an outstanding job of voicing their needs, their desires, and what they see for the future of Beach Park School District. Now I would like to invite Dr. Julius Lawson up to talk about Zion Elementary School Districts.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'd like to take a moment to share with you some of the highlights of our small but mighty growing school district. Let's advance to the next slide, please. So as you can see here, every school in Zion Elementary School District 6 either improved or maintained its summative designation as assigned by the state of Illinois. So last year in 2023, we had one intensive school, 4 were assigned the comprehensive designation, 1 targeted, no commendable schools, and no exemplary schools. 2024, we have no more intensive schools. 2 are now comprehensive. We have 4 targeted. We're still currently without commendable schools, but we are well on our way. If you just take a moment to look at all of our schools, Buell Park, Central, East, which has no designation, Elmwood, Lakeview, Shiloh Park, and West, at least 3 of our schools moved 1 designation, and Central Middle School had to move 2 designations. So, big shout out to the folks over at Central. I don't know if we have anybody here, but next slide, please. So as you heard from Dr. Wilcox, proficiency doesn't happen in the school district without growth. So we are currently focused on what I call the big 3. So we're looking to improve our growth in ELA, mathematics. We're looking to drastically decrease chronic absenteeism. As it relates to the school report card, absenteeism is 20% of the overall score. ELA growth, is 25%, and math growth is 25% of the overall score as well. So those are 3 areas that we are intensely and intentionally focused on to move our district overall. So one of the things that you will always hear from me as it relates to data is it's great to talk about the state of the school district. Folks like to hear what's your response to how we're responding. One area is in curriculum implementation, So we are currently in the 2nd year of implementation of our district-wide ELA curriculum. We have targeted professional learning and demonstration lessons happening, and so we're providing our teachers guided lessons to model their instruction from. We have created some non-evaluative authoring tools to provide feedback around ELA. So we started with ELA this year because, again, if you work on everything, you in fact have to work on nothing. So ELA is the focus for this year. And so we are currently in the process of reviewing and field testing new math materials. And we have also designed new common ELA assessments for our teachers district-wide. Next slide. One slide back. Okay. All right, so we're also, as several other districts in the area, working with ECHA to take a deeper dive into our schools. So you can move forward if you like as a school district, but without really digging deep into the data to figure out what teachers need to improve and what students need to improve, it could be a complete misfire. So we're working with ECHA to do data reviews to keep focused on our growth goals. Targeting our grade level standards to make sure that there's, again, an intentional focus on what students are learning in the classroom and what teachers need to improve. So we are working and meeting with our interventionists to ensure that we are providing adequate and appropriate tier 2 and tier 3 interventions. And we are also currently implementing a dyslexia screener for our NWEA math reading fluency for first grade. Last but not least, there's a lot more collaboration across departments in our district and across schools as well. So one of the areas in our school report card talks about or mentions how we're responding to data within student groups. So some designations that schools receive are focused around student groups that exist in the school. So either your EL students, African American students, special education groups. And so we are uber intentional about how we're focused on those student groups to ensure growth happens for those demographic groups as well. So one is targeted planning and differentiation for our lowest performing students. Just make sure that not all students are receiving the same thing in the class. Again, we know that if you don't differentiate for students, then learning doesn't happen at the highest level. Still those extra conversations about the data to make sure that we are moving students to the highest performance levels. Again, we are really digging deep to ensure that that's happening with teachers before students. Supporting students while providing access to grade level expectations. As you may have seen in the classroom, and as you may hear, that sometimes teachers are approaching students where they are. Sometimes we get stuck with students where they are, but there's a civil right that students have to be offered grade level instruction on a daily basis. So we're making sure that that's happening in the classrooms. For all of our students, EL or students who are just suffering academically, we're focusing on common vocabulary. Again, decreasing chronic absenteeism, lab training, and letters, reading instruction, professional learning within Lake County role to ensure that, again, our earliest learners are receiving what they need instruction as well. As you've heard in a couple of other places, particularly Beach Park, thank you for the recommendation, Doc. We are currently in our strategic planning process. We're working through revisioning our district while working with learning. So we started this work in November. Just about a week ago tonight, I believe, completed our district's mission and vision, and we're still doing a little bit of work currently around the portrait of learning, but that's soon to be completed as well. And we should be complete with our new strategic plan by the spring of 2025. To expand our student programming in a community that's considered a pre-K desert, we're currently partnering with Educare of Lake County for the new Start Early facility. And one of our commitments is to early literacy, and so this is a huge part of that work. So I'm sure here in Beach Park you are engaging in that work alongside us as well, so thank you for that. And that will do it, and I would now bring up colleague Dr. Jesse Rodriguez.
There's so much to celebrate. I am so blessed, happy to be part of our community, to be able to celebrate with District 1, 3, 6, and
District 126. Folks, this is the first time that we celebrate together since I've been here. Maybe before, maybe back in the day that was happening. But since I've been here for 5 years, this is the first time that all school districts are celebrating together. We recognize. For that, it's important to know our administrators in our district, District 126, we have administrators, we can please rise, board members, please rise, school folks in the back. You round of applause, thank you for the hard work. Thank you for making sure that we continue to make investments. Thank you for making sure that there's no excuses to relate to academic achievement, that regardless of the city are coming from a high level. So with that, on a slide to talk about focus is readiness. Readiness from K-5 to high school. This mindset of education as a K-12 mindset. So that is why I'm so proud that my partner in Beach Park, and also my partner in Goodwood Harbor, my partner in Zion, we work together. We open schools together, we close schools together, we communicate all the time, sometimes almost every day, several times a day. It's just amazing. It's a collective group of administrators, superintendents in this case, working together with board members. Our boards develop collective legacy statements that is powerful in making sure that readiness is what we are all about. That our students are college ready, life ready, career ready. That we focus on the portrait of the learner. That we look at the city graduate. So that is important work. With that, you do see something here, number 721 ready. The idea that our students are with us at high school level for 720 days. Day 721, after graduation, we do have an expectation. They better be enrolled in college, they better be employed or enlisted. Post-secondary plan for our students, setting the bar high, making sure that our students understand that we have high expectations for them. So that is what we do at the high school level. Again, our K-12, our foundational schools are doing the same in getting our students more prepared, getting them ready for high school, so that we can get them ready for life, college, military, employment. So that is what makes our district so powerful. All of us going together, a professional learning community. We're celebrating in this 126. Yes, we are. 4 years ago, our graduation was 79%. It is now 90%. So that number that you see there, that was a vision back in the day where we say we would like to have 90% graduation, 90% attendance, 90% teacher retention, 90% freshman on track. Well, let me tell you something. Back in the day, that was a vision that was viewed as crazy. That's not going to happen. That doesn't happen in this area. We met and we surpassed those numbers, and I am so proud of that, because now, not only are we doing this kind of work, foundation schools are doing the same. So I was so proud to see the report card. We exchanged messages with the superintendent. This is the first time, once again, to celebrate together. We were commended last year, the year before, commended this year. So when we will go into the next slide, you will see our results over at Zion Benton East, and Benton High School. Scores going from 56 to 61. Our school being commendable. Is increasing, increases in mathematics, increases in language arts. So again, this is excellent work that we must continue to celebrate. We go to the next slide and you will see the schools. You see Zion Benton East. In 23, we were 77.8. This year, 78.9. So again, and increasing the overall index, increases in the areas of evaluation, reading and math. That is what it's all about. We're looking at the big prize. We're looking at celebrating. These are our students, TBEs, students that were here, students that were at District 1, 6, our future. So we continue to celebrate their success. We have high expectations in them. We show them a lot of love. Same time, we show them that it's busy and become the best that they can be. So that expectation is hard for them. It's like our students in San Benito Township High School, celebrating. As you can see, there is a lot of celebration coming together, making sure that our students understand and know that they are important, that they matter, because they are nothing but the best. Last but not least, we have a video put together by our students, our school districts coming together. So thank you, Mr. Angelos, and thank you, your student, your professional students that will train you to take your job very soon. Yes, so that you can become superintendent. So again, that's what it's all about. We're all growing together, and I am so proud of these students who put this together with you. Our getting ready for 7. Go ahead, ready.
Well, in high school, I'd love to go to COC and attend college school and get my license. And then after high school, I would go to attend a four-year college and go study either education or research.
I would like to become a nurse. And then after becoming a nurse, I want to become a nursing institute office.
Growing up, I really love music. It's been a big part of my life. So I want to go to college and study music production really bad. I love music. It makes me happy, and I think that it can make other people happy too. But my main goal is, as long as I get my high school diploma with good grades, then I'll be up to sleep. I want to go to college and study library. Oh, in the Frederick Road, after high school, I'll get into Frederick University in West Las Vegas and major in dietetics and become a Christian dietitian. In a perfect world, I get into Northwestern and I study mathematics or statistics. And hopefully I'm able to do some kind of research that is impactful and can help someone make better decisions.
I want to be a producer of multiple films of some kind. Like, I love the idea of what we hear for TV media and how we can work the camera and as a team to create videos.
Folks, this work happens by design. It doesn't happen by chance. You're no longer elementary school districts are feeder, our feeder. You are our foundation. That is how we refer to you. That's what we are. Here you have and the contact information. They're here tonight. I'm going to close by saying that it's all about excellence. Excellence in District 1, District 6, 3, 126. Because excellence is our standard. Excellence is why we assist. Excellence is who we are. And in our community, we're going to continue to work together as leaders, side with our boards of education, who are the ones setting direction for this type of work, in making sure that our schools go from good to great and from great to elite. Our students deserve it. Our community will continue to strive. Our community will be the best community anywhere. And again, thank you, superintendents, boards of education, and all of you for coming out tonight, celebrating for the first time the success of all school districts in this area. Thank you again. And those are the closing remarks. Because Denise has something to say. No? So you always got to ask the house, the owner, got to ask for permission. See, it's three of us, three male, Julius, Jeff and I, but we got it as Denise. So that's very clear, to get that right. Thank you, Denise, for hosting, and thank you, community, for making our schools special places for children. That's